I'm confused. I guess velvet means something else, unless you put red in front of it. Velvet is the fourth studio album released by Adam Lambert. I am happy to review this album because I haven't heard a lot of people talking about it. I don't think that we should forget about this guy. He put on quite a spectacle several years ago when he became the runner-up to many people's dismay on American Idol. That was an interesting year because the top three I thought were exactly what they should have been. In regards that we had that top three, Danny Gokey, Adam Lambert, and Chris Allen. I thought those three were the best vocalists in that year. So, worked out really well. As many people probably know, he's had some success as a solo artist, but he's also done a lot with Queen. And that has worked out pretty well for him, I think. I can see him helping them out and collaborating with them more often as the future continues to proceed. But it's good to see that we have a solo album from him every once in a while as well. I'm going to start off with the highlights first. First being what I think is the best song in here, the title track, Velvet. It's just fun. It's a fun tune. Put it on repeat. You'll catch on to it. And then the very last song, Feel Something. And there we have it. We can wrap this up now. Let's go. I'm kidding. I'll continue. Thing is, a lot of the songs in here, I don't mind. I want to say that I like them, but the tone of it really is, I don't mind them. There's plenty of opportunities for Adam to impress me, but there's also enough things that are small, creative decisions where I'm steered away from really wanting to return to the music. There is one other song in here I will admit that almost had me hooked called Roses, and this one happens to feature Nile Rodgers, of all people. It's a good steady beat, and he almost nails it, but chooses to insert certain things where I'm just like, that doesn't make it better. It kind of deters me and makes me take a back seat when I listen to it. The mood he was aiming for, which I think is kind of like a Las Vegas Elvis take, but kind of like the 2000s version that you would kind of feel in an Ocean's 11 oriented movie. But aside from the mood that I think I am trying to like in this album, there aren't enough home runs on a lyrical level that make me want to recommend something, come back to it, try to nitpick or dissect it a little bit more. Of course, there's going to be people who are going to like this album, but I'm very curious how many of the people are going to like it ever so slightly more than I did. If you're familiar at all with Adam Lambert's vocal range and grandioseness, there are moments in this album where you can feel that he's trying to go for a little bit more. But in those rare moments, it does feel like something slightly contains it a little bit more. It doesn't feel like the song itself is as big as his vocals are trying to be. I could try to go on, but I don't actually have that much more to add to this album, unfortunately, which disappointed me a little bit. This album doesn't deserve to be ripped to shreds because it doesn't. There's plenty of qualities in here that can be pointed out where you can say, that should have worked fine, this had potential, but there's not much else that I can say that is going to raise it up or lift it up in my mind. So after having listened and reviewed this album with production of 87%, creativity 73%, expression and lyrics 73%, I'm going to give this album a good/okay. It could have stayed more at a good level with a couple of edits in some of the creative choices, but I have to give it this kind of split grade because there's not enough effort that I feel that could have made this album a little bit more recommendable. That's the simplest way I can try to share that diagnosis of this album. As always, guys, thank you so much for watching. And remember, if you want to discover, promote, and review the best in entertainment, remember to like, comment, subscribe, share, all that good stuff down below so you can get that yes in your life. See you next time.
Rushing